Hey, what's up YouTube? Today I'm teaching you how to make a 3x3 piston door in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. As you can see, I have it set up to activate when I equip armor. But you can have it set up to activate for anything you want. Let's get into it. First off, 2 pistons stacked like this. Knew I forgot something. Then what you're going to want to do is place repeaters like this on 2 ticks. I don't know what the heck just happened. Then redstone here, here, and here. Back here. I think one more block back. I might be wrong there. I am wrong there. Forget about that. And then we're gonna wanna just place redstone dust on top. More glass. And more dust. Huh. Weird. Can't do it any better though. So, right here, you're gonna want to place repeaters, single tick, and some. Forgot one other thing. Obsidian. Here I was thinking everything you would need would fit right in your hotbar. Not quite. I'll get rid of the sticky pistons. I'm only gonna need the obsidian for a minute. Obsidian right here. And then you're going to want to place 3 slime blocks in the middle and 3 honey blocks on either side like this. Then you're going to want to cover both sides in a building block of your choice. Leave the bottom row empty. That's never going to be seen. This will be a 3x3 when I get to the end of the tutorial. These were not supposed to be glass. Haha, I tricked you. 1 tick here, and 1 tick here. Break out these repeaters for a minute. You're going to place observers facing these 3 repeaters. Observers facing these 2 observers. Then we're going to come down here. Right there. Right there. And right there. And then we're going to test this bottom section. I forgot to place the repeaters back in. Oops. Now if we test it, our double piston extender is working. Okay, so that's perfect. Now what you're going to want to do is take any solid block right there, redstone dust, and then just start making a glass redstone staircase. And you're going to want to make it pretty tall. 1 minute and I will figure out how tall. This height looks correct to me. So this is the height I'm going to assume that you need it to be. Hey, that rhymed. 1 block higher. Then what you're going to want to do is, really quick, if you want solid walls over here, 3 obsidian tall right there. Now I'm going to grab my pistons back. And 1, 2, 3. You're going to want to invert the order of slime and honey blocks over here. I designed this to use more honey than slime. You can swap the slime out for honey and vice versa, as long as it's every other. And then you're just going to want to do that. Place in your building blocks. And if you were to move that ladder somewhere a little bit better, this could be. Also, you don't want anything touching those honey blocks. I accidentally did that once. It's a bad idea. An automatic door, which opens and closes. There you go. Now, let's get into our activation system. Let's do this. Okay. Sorry about that last bit. That was a little bit weird. So, you can use a solid block for this bit, by the way. Just using glass because it's available. You're going to want to place a comparator here. Waxed bulb thing. Calibrated skulk sensor. Actually, let's wait to add the calibrated skulk sensor in. Comparator here. A lectern. Next, you're going to want a book and quill. It's going to have 13 pages. You're just going to want to flip it to pages 5 and 6, though. That'll put out a redstone power of 3. Actually, it's going to have to go back 2 blocks. This block is really weird. In Bedrock Edition, Java Edition players will not understand, but this block is not so simple in Bedrock. So let's place that turn back in. Page 3. 2 blocks. Sorry, I have a bit of controller drift. Nothing should activate this except... By the way, do you like my skin? Designed it using Bedrock stuff. I have a better one designed, but can't import it. That should switch it on and off. I'm gonna get a chest plate so I can switch between the two. That should work. And that is how it works. Let's get into the redstone. And welcome back. Okay, so let's start with the activation system. I'm going to try and explain how this works. I don't know why it needs 13 pages, but you can't stop it here. By 13 pages, I mean 7 flips through the book. And it says 13 at the top. And then, this is a calibrated skulk sensor. This will only detect the vibration level of whatever redstone power is being put into it. Redstone, because redstone energy has a certain amount of power. It caps out at 15. I'll just show you here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So as you can see, if I turn that on, yeah, I'm not sure if that'll work. Nope. Okay. Well, as you can see, it powers up until this 16th block, where it kind of just stops. This is sometimes why we need repeaters, which we'll get to in a minute. Okay, so this calibrated skulk sensor, once it is activated, sends out a redstone signal, which turns on this newer block called the copper bulb. The copper bulb is a redstone powered light, like the redstone lamp, except when you depower the redstone lamp, it turns off. With the copper bulb, it stays on until it is powered again, and then it shuts off. And it also, when it is on, sends out a comparator signal. The comparator can take signals from plenty of blocks. That's kind of the point of the trapped chest. But anyway, this powers into these blocks first, which, for me to explain the way let me explain the way repeaters work first. The way repeaters work is, one moment, I lost my dust. That sounded a little weird. They delay redstone more the more times you click it. I know it's technically right clicking, but I call it left clicking because I'm on Switch. That delays it, and it's less here and a little bit less here, and so on. Now, bottom half of this thing depends totally on double piston extenders. These are piston extenders. These piston extenders help you push multiple blocks instead of just one block. But sadly, the way that pistons work, grab a building block, if you power them at the same time, let me just grab glass for this, it's easier. Glass can't be powered, by the way, that's why I'm using it. Glass is a block that cannot be redstone powered. Since they close at the same time, this piston is convinced that this piston is still opened, and pistons can't pull pistons that are opened. But let's put this back down here. It would make sense for this piston to power first, and then this piston. But let me show you what would happen if we did that. Let's just see what'll happen. So you do all this. You just watch me do this. And I'm gonna do it again. Why? Because I feel like it. Not because I feel like it. I don't really feel like it, but you understand. So there's the delay. But when we do that, pushes just fine. But this is opened longer because it has the delay for closing. What is our solution for that? Our solution is switching what goes first. If instead the top one was powered first, but it wasn't there to get powered, then it would shut off first, and the bottom one will be able to pull it down. Now, if you want this to be reliable, oh wow, can you actually do it like that? Give me a second. Well, there's your reward for watching this bit. Get a little bit more efficient. But, okay, well, I learned something new there. But on a 1-tick delay, it's too close to the same time, and it just doesn't work. Which is why you need the repeater. Another useful thing that the repeater has is that it can power blocks from the side, and it doesn't connect to other redstone sources from the side. Only from one side. Which can be annoying sometimes, but also helpful. Now, let me explain what's going on down here. I'm going to kind of assume you know the way that observers work. They detect block updates, such as redstone powering on. And so, this one is detecting this powering on, and this one is detecting this one detecting it, and activating this top piston after it's pulled down. These kind of do the same thing. That's why we have to offshoot, though. It's because we can't curve the observer so that it powers redstone right here when the block itself is right here, facing down. That's why these are here. It's a little bit more of a hassle, but it makes it work, and that's the important thing. Then up here, this is really simple. It's just one singular piston extension. And it's getting it from this glass redstone staircase. This works with any transparent blocks. And by transparent, I do not mean you can see through it. You can do this with redstone lamps, I believe. Let me test it. Apparently redstone lamps are solid blocks. Okay. But there are plenty that you can't see through that are still pistons. They're a weird example, but they're an example. Let me just fix this one. Pistons. You can't really see it. It's just pistons are weird. But it works. And it looks really weird. I might use this for a redstone build, honestly. This would be fun. That's a fun little feature that I have never tried to use for redstone. Anyway, this is just powering those, and this is the staircase to get there. That should be it for the redstone. I have been Commander Stone, and I will see you next time.